day number 3. Got the bus over, so a bit later on, but at least the weather is good today. Got a Crossmember there, tank straps there, another Crossmember down here. So obviously I'll freshen everything up. This one's coming out, this one's coming out. Got a replacement for this, and yeah, I guess start cutting really. Leave some of it solid still. So pulled the wiring off and the spare wheel jack thing. I think technique's going to be cut as close as I can to the chassis leg, the reciprocating saw. Take the biggest chunk out and then tidy up the end to the angle grinder. Exactly what I'm trying to avoid. Basically, now the Crossmember's out, use the angle grinder with a flappy disc, grind back the welds as thin as possible and prying up the material still left there, and then blending it back in so that it's, you know, resembles the chassis rail. While the batteries are recharging, it's probably a good time as any to jack the tank up and get rid of the old ratchet strap. It's definitely pretty conscious the whole time it was like this of how close it was to the prop shaft, but held up surprisingly well. Not bad for a cheapo RAC ratchet strap. Did not expect that to hold up. Things are pretty flimsy. In fact, they're stretched quite a lot. It's actually fairly sturdy. I'm impressed. kind of what I'm going for. I've only put some primer on because it started to rain. Looks like a chassis rail, still got a bit of tidying up still underneath, but I can't quite get to it with the grinder. This is the mess I'm left with. Obviously I've made a start on this side, but you've got the main subframe piece which sits on top, and this bit here, and then there's an under brace which I don't actually have, so might make something, but probably not this time around because I'm running out of time and I've got access from underneath to build that, so that can wait. But looks to be about 3mm thick, quite chunky stuff. Anyway, back to grinding. Once again, starting to run out of light, but obviously it's not welded in, but it looks like it's going to fit up pretty good. Looks quite decent actually. Sits down all the way on this side. The other side still wants to come back a little bit. Something like that there. Still got some material to come off that rail down there before this side will sit better, but yeah, should be meant. Hell of a lot better than that one. And what we took off. Day number 4, which in fairness, I am only 12 hours in, I've only been doing 4 hours a day, but garage is a mess. There's always a horrible day outside. Got myself coffee. Rust is coming through the primer a little bit from the rain, but that side's almost ready to go. I just ignore the bottom piece. This needs a little bit more work, then we can just weld in the Crossmember. Then it's onto this, as I've previously explained. Yeah. Hopefully, by the end of today, I have one Crossmember welded in and the next one cut out, but see how it goes. Coffee first. Pretty sure I'm ready to weld the Crossmember in, so before I do that, I'm gonna use this horrible wire brush, clean up any gackiness, any rust, like all this stuff. Then I've got some Weld 3 primer, treat it all with that, ignoring the bottom piece for now. I can get to that once the truck's sort of back together and build a new brace for it. Clean all that off, get a nice bright metal to weld to, and then off we go. How well does it fit? Important to note that this hole is for the spare wheel date, so that needs to be facing towards the back. Ooh, not bad. I think we are in business. I'm going to buzz some paint off here and then get the welder out. the Weld 3 primer. Starting to disintegrate. It's definitely quite hot to touch. Should probably fix that. Ugh. Pigeons around here. It's in, solid. It's far from pretty. The paint, yeah, that's pretty terrible. Especially underneath. Not even like, it's just embarrassing really. Don't even know why I'm filming it. Horrific, but it is stuck. Definitely time for a coffee. Plan is to finish that cross member off. It's all welded in, so basically just need to tidy it up and give it some paint. It would be good to drop the tank down and have the next cross member out. Then I think, to be honest, might call it a day for today. So far so good. Beautiful. That's the strap that started everything. As you can see, just corroded, split. So, quite impressed by this front strap though. Doing a pretty impressive job of holding everything up. Didn't even need my ratchet strap really. The situation is, really need that pin. I don't have a spare, so I'm going to try and delicately reciprocating saw it out. Barely even touched it. the strap and the pin aren't seized together on this one. As soon as the back starts hanging up on that filler pipe, I'll adjust that. Need to sort something out with those. That's to stop it rubbing on the crossmember. It can stay, but sort those out, cover up the holes, and then I think on brake lines, which are obviously homemade, I think we're good to go. I'm just going to create myself some space first. Cut quite far inboard, that gives me some room to work. Getting dark, but I want to get this piece cut off. Snap the captive nut inside this piece, so I can't remove this anymore. The bolt just spins, so got to get to the inside. So just cut this off. Some more precision reciprocating soldering. See how this goes. Almost like I know what I'm doing. Hold on to that little tab as well. As mentioned, there's a snapped captive nut, so cut that out tomorrow, but I think that piece cut out, this piece welded in. Time to call it a day. That's yeah, not a bad day really. I think I've got 2 or 3 days left before I got to go back to work, so yeah, hopefully I get everything done. Weather's meant to suck tomorrow, so probably won't be any welding, but I can, there's some other bits I can do if it's wet. See you tomorrow.